I've been in a state of slow motion, slow movement, not feeling the need to rush, not feeling the need to try to just hurry up and be somewhere. And it ain't easy, but at the same time, I haven't even been able to force myself to rush. Like, what am I rushing to? What am I rushing towards? I'm not trying to hurry up nowhere fast that I'm not equipped to be at. So I've been moving slow. To be or not to be in a rush. So I asked myself, I believe it probably was earlier. Yeah, it was earlier today. When was the last time you was actually like happy? Like the smiles of joy, just pure excitement, pure happiness, pure bliss, pure like I'm having a good time. And or not even having a and yeah, having a good time with myself, having a good time outward, but like when was the last time for real where I just spoke in excitement and like, I don't know. I'm not gonna blame it on, oh, it's because I'm 30. No, I'm not blaming it on that. I'm not gonna blame it on anything. I'm trying to figure out exactly what it is for real. Like, what I'm ready to be there. I'm ready to be there. Just like, everything is so like, and not looking for everything to be perfect. However, looking for me to enjoy just all of everything that's around me, everything that's here, everything that's everything, versus it being a certain thing that makes me feel like I'm not, no, I want everything to make me, not even make me, but just me being able to be there. Yeah. So learning how to slow down and learning how to release that control, that's where I'm at. I'm slowing down, and my everyday has not been a planned day to share myself with anybody, to share myself with the world. I'm not looking, I don't have anything to give to the world for real right now. I need everything to be given to me. I need to continue to center myself and be with God in this moment in time. Like, that's where I'm at. That's where I am. Quieting my surroundings, like really silencing the noise. That's what it is. I've been silencing the noise, but at the same time being not so, I'm not gonna use the word confident, I'm not gonna use the word scared. I'm going to use the word avoiding this conversation with myself and God. So I'm about to have that conversation with God and myself. Peace. Okay, so I think I figured it out, but not necessarily figured it out, but I received from God for real. So I'm reading The Artist's Way. If you have not heard about The Artist's Way, this book, this curriculum, this shift, it will find you when it's supposed to. Okay? For years, I've been hearing so much about this and been wanting to have it and stuff and all of that. So it was gifted to me, and I opened it at the divine time. And yeah, so by Julia, hey girl. She states this as a spiritual path to higher creativity, right? So I've been tapped in, and basically before you even start reading the book, you got to sign a contract with yourself. And the contract basically states about like this 12-week course where you do your morning pages, and you take yourself out on an artist date. I'm still got to take myself out. But with going through this course, it's just a lot of work that you're doing internally. Like, look at this ladybug on my window. But you're doing a lot of work. It's a lot of workouts. It's a lot of healing. It's a lot of unlearning. It's a lot of shifting. It's a lot of anger. It's a lot of sadness. It's a lot of these emotions that we have to go through and discover and be real with yourself. It's a lot of death that happens within this course with self, to figure out who is this higher being of self, who is this authentic self, who is this artist, who is this creator, who is this creative being that's here that needs a new you that you want to have. So the way that I've been feeling has been basically the aftermath of the courses, the weeks that I've been on. So this fourth week that I just reached, the title is Child. What that say? Recovering a sense of integrity. That's the course that I'm on, right? And so the first chapter for this week is honest change. Honest changes. And honey, the way that I've been feeling, they just read me. So I'm right on time. I'm literally right on time with the work that I've been putting in with this course. So I want to read a few things. It says, remember that the more you feel yourself to be terra incognita, the more certain you can be that the recovery process is working. Okay. Terra incognita, if I'm pronouncing it right, look it up. TerraIncognita. It means an unknown land, unexplored territory. And then she goes on and saying, you are your own promised land, your own new frontier, right? So the knowing or feeling like you're in this unknown place, just not exploring yourself, or just everything around you just feels so unknown. You have to know that you are this promised land, that you are this thing that you need to discover, right? Okay, cool. Now reading this, cool. Then she says, by tossing out the old and the unworkable, we make way for the new and suitable. Okay, the old you is leaving and grieving, while the new you celebrates and grows strong. So of course I've been, like I said before, I've been crying. Last Saturday I cried like I've never cried before at church. Okay, baby, the vulnerability said, I don't care how you feel or who's in front of you, I need you to release this. And child, did I release? Yeah. So now it goes on with saying, be prepared for bursts of tears and of laughter. I'm so ready for the laughter. I'm so ready to laugh. Like, I'm just so ready. And then, well, like I was saying earlier, me just naturally feeling this slow feeling, this not feeling of having to rush, not feeling or forcing myself to move fast, and just being with God, and just being with myself, and just being at this present moment in time. She says that there's two types of change, right? Or two forms of growth that you will notice. It's either going to be one that's more dramatic and it's fast and it's super, just it's dramatic and fast. And then the other one is, it is important to know that no matter which form your growth takes, there is another kind of change, slower and more suitable, accumulating daily, whether you sense its presence or not. Slower and more suitable. And honey, when I say I've been moving slow, but I've been getting everything done that I need to do. And she says, let me read. We do not even realize the pace. Your dreams will become stronger and clearer both by night and by day. Deanna knows the dreams that I've been sharing with her, baby. They already called, my grandma gave us the names dream babies, right? Me and Deanna, we'll talk about that another time, but we don't play about our dreams. Our dreams are very potent. Our dreams, we have similar dreams. We have very discerning dreams. Our dreams are, it's a special gift. So recently I've been having some very potent dreams, honey, and I've been sharing them with Deanna, and I just have not been able to, not necessarily discern, but I haven't, it just hasn't been something that, I don't know what it means. Like, I can tell you the last 3 dreams that I've had in detail like it's a movie. And yeah, so she says your dreams will become stronger and clearer both by night and by day. In short, your taste and judgment and personal identity will begin to show through. I've been feeling this feeling of who am I? Who am I right now? Not really caring about sharing myself, showing myself, not really trying to be perceived any kind of way that doesn't speak that truth, that doesn't speak that real, that does not speak that light of who I am. And yeah, it's like, okay, you can't stop anybody from perceiving you how they take you. Everybody gonna see you differently. We know this. Nobody's going to see you how you see yourself. It don't matter how written clear you give them the page to read it. They still not gonna see you how you see yourself, and that's cool. It is what it is. But for me, it's been just this feeling of me wanting to make sure that I'm real with myself in every single second of my days. I have to be authentic to myself. So she goes on with saying, as your image becomes clearer, it may surprise you. And I've been getting surprised, honey. I've been getting surprised. And I'm just like, okay. She states, this is something that I highlighted, so it's not the full sentence, but surrender to moving with the flow of God. But you cannot tell where you are going. And that is where the frustration may come. That is where I have been getting, not necessarily angry, but just that sense of like, I'm tired of living the same day, or just like this sense of, okay, come on, like, hello, am I doing the work or not? But I still have this faith that everything that I'm doing this, and it's intentional, and my work is not unseen, right? But you cannot tell where you are going. What you will learn to do is rest in motion. How you do that? But literally rest in motion. She gives a visual or comparison to lying on a boat, like laying down on a boat. The boat is in motion and you're laying still. We will learn to do is rest in motion. One of the last things that I have is this one. A stronger and clearer me is emerging. And honey, I had to close it and stop reading at that point. Go back to she called it morning pages, I call it rising thoughts. I had to go back and I had to write it down, baby. A stronger and more clearer me is emerging. Okay, so my phone died, but it is perfectly fine because everything that was needed to be said got captured. Okay, so to myself, I'm proud of you. A stronger and more clearer you is emerging. So have your patience. Be patient with yourself because it is all unfolding exactly how it is supposed to. Okay? All right. Peace.